welcome back everybody. We are going to continue doing this background design in one-point perspective, and we're kind of at the detailed phase here, where we're going to just start making this actually look like it's sci-fi. Right now it could be like any, it could be Middle East today, could be Middle East hundreds of years ago, could really be almost anything. But to give it that sci-fi feel, we're going to have to add some like little tech-looking elements in places. So let's see here. Let's start with some easy to add antennas. Okay, so now again, pick and choose what you want to use your ruler with, But let's see, so I got a straight line there, and I want to make it look like a little bit techy, So I'm gonna give it different kind of levels here. Maybe throw another one coming out of this dome here. So on the top. All right. And okay, inside this door, we'll do like just a lot of these doors have this like have these like little panels in them. So you know what? I'm gonna change the door a little bit. I'm gonna make this wall a little thinner here. Actually, I'm not gonna make the whole wall thinner. I'm just gonna make this little section thinner. And then it's gonna get to this more sci-fi looking thing, I guess. Well, hopefully sci-fi looking thing. And it's got all these like little panels here. A lot of these doors. Okay, and then I'm gonna do like maybe a larger control panel or something right there. Maybe like a screen. And again, I've got parallel lines to work with here, so I'm not worried about getting my ruler out right now. I just kind of want to draw, and then continue these like panels. And of course you can get your ruler and mark these out if you find you can't get them to look even enough. But hopefully I was able to achieve that. And this would all be like a plane here, just to try and differentiate it. Okay, and then I gotta put a door. So yeah, let's go ahead and give it a little border there. I'm just gonna go to the vanishing point. That's gonna go to the vanishing point up top. Then maybe it has like it's kind of set back, so I can't really see a lot of the detail. So I'm just gonna give it these angles on these corners here for like this structure. Okay, and I can see I'm getting kind of far ahead on this one building. And as I've already stated, don't want to get too far ahead on anything. So I'm going to move over here to this. And let's go ahead and add, I'm going to add like a little square panel or something here. Inside this little alcove. I'll have some buttons on it. Maybe it has some wires coming out of it. That kind of loop around and go around this little part of the building. Maybe some of these wires just go down into the ground or something. Okay, let's see what else. There's got to be some stuff out here, so maybe we'll start throwing some like just tech-looking stuff. So maybe in this corner, I'm gonna draw like a little cylinder on the ground. So I'm just drawing a circle on the ground, and then I'm gonna do the cylinder from there. And then maybe it'll get like let's see, let's do some lines here going straight up. So I'm going to use my ruler. And I don't want to cover my corner. So you know what? I'm going to leave it that small. I want to keep the structure intact here in the corner. So I'll just leave that there like so. Maybe add a little like detail. Almost looks like a little trash can. But maybe I'll add a little bulb to it. There we go. I'll add a little top with like a wire coming out of it. Or antenna, I mean. Maybe it's their modem with their Wi-Fi signal. I don't think I'll just keep these. Okay, no, I'll do this. And again, I'm just making stuff up as I go. Okay, that'll get a little thinner here as it goes into the ground. Maybe it's got a platform. Maybe it's on like a little disc. Okay, something like that. I don't think I made it round enough. Maybe it's a droid. I don't know. Okay. Pipes are always good. Pipes coming into the ground. So let's go ahead and add a few of those here. So I'm doing a cylinder coming out of the ground here. So starting with a ellipse. Again, I showed you the long way to do it, but I just have to keep my plane in mind and think about what an ellipse would be at that angle. And then it's going to go into the wall. So this part would actually go to the vanishing point. Let's see if I can get that in there, so I get the right angle here. And it's not too far away from the wall, so that's the distance. So it goes straight up from there. So it'd go to about right there. All right, cool. And then you can determine if you want to put any more details on it. It's got some sort of knob there. I don't know. All right, moving along. Okay, this building here needs some things. It's got a little antenna up in the corner there. Maybe some wires attached to it or something. Maybe, let's see, maybe it's got some wires coming down here. It's attached to another kind of antenna. On this corner. It's got a wire. And maybe these go across to something else over here. Maybe a little like some box or something. All right, not super crazy about how they line up like that. Kind of makes it look like one long curve. So I think I'm going to take that off. And that's just that's like a little tangent or something. I wasn't able to change the angle enough there. I don't think they're saggy enough. Okay, something like that. Yeah, maybe some random little tech bits here. Okay. Far building here. It's got some kind of antenna thing with something sticking out. Maybe it's got wires going somewhere else. Okay, all right. Let's see. And just drawing stuff. So put a circle here on the wall. And maybe we'll take that as a pipe. Maybe it's like going to their sewer. Maybe all their little huts have these little like exits to a sewer system or some kind of piped into the ground. All right, we're starting to look a little tech-ish. Okay. Some lines in this building, maybe insinuating some windows way far away on that thing. Okay, this wall needs something on it. Maybe it needs like maybe a panel or something up there. There's some kind of like wire coming to it, or like pipe or something. And then maybe there's some little wires coming out of there, kind of clamped up here. And going to another clamp over here, and then going off somewhere else. Okay. Let's see. Debris. Maybe there's some debris here. I gotta come up with something for trash. Okay, let's see. Okay, now I am breaking perspective 100%. This is like some kind of, I think like a water heater or something. I don't know. On the ground here. And I am just roughing out a cylinder in perspective. Going to a whole different vanishing point. This is actually 2-point perspective. But I don't want it lined up necessarily with the rest of the scene here, okay? Or it's going to feel too not organic enough, but even this isn't organic shapes, not like things really are, right? So I just kind of roughed out a cylinder in perspective on the ground. And now let's kind of give it some bits so it looks maybe like something in a future world. I don't know. You'll do some kind of writing up here on it. Maybe this is a square coming out of it here. Let's see. You know, but I feel it would have rolled onto the square. So maybe there is a square coming out of it, but it'd be kind of rolled onto down here as this thing's settled. With some, it's got some pipes coming out of it, going back into the, feeding into this thing. Okay, maybe this is the bottom and it's got like a little lip on the bottom. Maybe it's got some like broken pipes coming out of it here. Okay. Enough of something there on the ground. Okay, and then when we're done, we want to give this ground texture so it feels like something. But I'm not worried about that yet. Let's keep looking around for something to draw. Let's see. Put like some sort of thing leaning against the wall there, like a little stick or something. A couple of them. Maybe a little box on the ground here. just roughing it out. And well, I was going to make it not exactly lined up, but I kind of ended up drawing it pretty much lined up with the vanishing point. So I'll just stick with the vanishing point on this one. And I'll give it like a little kind of tech looking line there, hopefully. And then I'll draw a little circle here. All right, just drawing stuff. Okay, but we do want to focus on the closer parts to us. And again, the more detail you give the closer parts, the more we just assume it continues going back. Those kind of details are just there. All right, so let's go up here. And I'm going to rough out a circle. Again, if you need to trace something, you can. Or if you want to draw your square and get it all worked out that way, you can as well. But I'm just going to rough it out. And maybe it's got like some vents in it, you know? It's like some ventilation kind of thing. It's going to have a little bit of a width to the frame of it. I don't know. I guess that's what you call it. Okay. And then maybe look down here. There's some wires coming down. Maybe they're attached to the wall here. They kind of come in and just kind of droop into the building. Doesn't look right though. Let's so it come down the wall and then just hang in. Maybe they're clipped to the wall here or something. Debating whether to go to the other one. Nah, I think it's too much. Too many lines going across. Maybe there is another wire just drooping down. Too much, too much. Too many lines there. Too many lines. We'll just keep it that one right there. All right. Let's see on this side. Some kind of square panel or something. Okay. And let's see what else. Okay, we need something on this building, I think. It's okay to have empty spaces too. So spaces of like busy, you know, with things going on, and then spaces where it's empty is kind of a nice contrast. So let's see here. Maybe we need a little antenna coming out of the top here. Antennas are good and easy. Oh, I know. Here we go. We're going to bring out this wire right here. They'll kind of clump in with these ones. Okay. Okay, got a lot of things going on here. so want to move on before I get too caught up in the one building here. Okay, let's move on to this big one. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm going to draw a window or something up here. No, we already have a window below it. Need something up here. So I'm going to add another lip, kind of like here, but it'll just be on top. Guess this would go to the vanishing point over here. Maybe just need some like paneling or something, some kind of tech paneling or some pattern. Let's see, what can I do? Well, I can find the middle, that's for sure. Let's find the middle, that might help. Okay, so here's my top. And I'm just going to find the middle here because I can see both sides. And I could measure it, but I like X's. Okay. There's the middle. Not that that necessarily helped me, but it's something. Okay, so let's go at an angle here. Something like that. I'm going to do the same thing over here. So imagining that hitting there, then going to the vanishing point, and creating this same shape there. Something. Okay. It's a really tall something in the back there. Just rouging up the skyline, getting some details back there. It's easy because they're far away. So wires. And okay, got this little thing over here. But let's do, that's part of the building behind it. I'll add a little doorway, kind of insinuate that in the building there. That's behind this alcove. Okay, let's go to this side here and see what's going on. Okay, let's go back a little. Let's add those lines. Get a sharper pencil. Nope, that's not a sharper. That's sharper. There's maybe there's a panel right here or something. Some buttons. Okay. Had my antenna work. And maybe some pipes here, different heights, coming out of this corner. Okay, and I got my other close building here. Okay, we didn't add a window on this one. I think it needs something. Maybe it's got a traditional window on this side here. Ooh, don't drop your triangle. All right, so I'm just kind of following the angle of the walls here. Okay, and it's got something leaning against it right here. I don't know what yet. Vanishing point, vanishing point. It's like a bent piece of something broken. It's like an old sign or something. Okay. Antenna up there, of course. Okay, and what's this thing up here? It could just be an adobe box. Okay, here's a door. Getting thin to see detail there. Okay, I want to add another kind of panel thing. It controls the door. Sticks out from the wall. It has some wires coming down. Some buttons and all that. Okay. Some wires coming down here. We had to go into some little kind of tube that catches them. Then they come down. So a tube attached to the wall or something. And they run down the wall. And just go off somewhere. Okay, and what's over here in this little alleyway? Some sort of trough. Maybe it's a circular, maybe it's a cylinder. Maybe it's like a trough to feed some kind of larger animal. Maybe it's fed by something coming out of the wall here. Like a pipe that brings water to it or something. Okay, I think I've got enough worked out to start adding my details. Of course, you can keep going and just keep adding as much as you want. For the sake of not making this video take too long, I think I'll call it right there. Add a little something up here in this thing. It's got some grills or something in there. And, and then get our pencil to clean this thing up. All right. Well, there we are. We've got a little bit of a city scene forming here. Desert city scene. Okay. Yeah, join me in the next video and we'll try and finish this thing up.